As in Utah, when I was a boy, everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist, and it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen. It will never happen. We cannot have a meltdown.
Well, good morning. Hope you're all your dogma snuggies and you chose up your blue pill, your red pill, fit your demographics, fit your ideology. You know, I was out of Farmington Bay the last few days tracking the numbers on the Eagles. Yeah, as the Eagle died. I was lucky I got seen last year. I went to the Eagles concert last year at the South Palace. You know, they're charging $250, and you know my rant. You got all these people, these quintessential marquee artists who have a chance to say something socially, economically, philosophically, environmentally. Yet they won't speak. Yet they'll come out and say, oh, no. We already did our work. We're old. They wrote all these anti-war ballads, these environmental ballads, these anti-nuclear ballads they wrote. You know, by the dozen. Sting, you know, how can I raise my boy when Oppenheimer's new toy? You know, Phil Collins, you know, with the button. I mean, on and on and on, because it was in vogue. All frauds, all frauds, all frauds. Then Fry did. I saw him last year in the summer. You know, I'm a big music fan. That's been part of my healing is music. I mean, when I was in the bone marrow transplant center, they said, all we can hear, you know, because I was quarantined in there for a long time. We can hear your radio and we can hear you singing clear down the halls. Yeah, it's the magic of the soul, you know. It's so important, those dynamics. He looks so good. And I got to tell you, usually these old geezers, I won't go. You know, trying to catch lightning in a bottle, charging $250, and an activist in Idaho come down and bought me a ticket. You know, and we sat with them right up close, and which is the irony of it. My beautiful friend Jen, who I haven't seen for years and years, I ran into her at that concert, battling colon cancer. Her husband, I tried to get her to hang around with me and go through the rehab process with me, but her husband wouldn't let her. She passed a couple weeks ago. It's on. Now, he said Glenn Frey had given statements in his life that, what did he say? He says, booze, broads, blow, and, you know, caught up with me? Yeah, you know, but let's get real. Nobody took care of themselves. There's a lot of truth to that. You know, the self-indulged lifestyle, the arrogance, the comfortable lifestyle, all these people had their chances with their money, their big money, including Henley, all of them with their big money, their giant money, to make statements. They've all, you know, Springsteen, You know, Bongo, who stole, look it up. If you haven't seen it, I want you to look up John Cooper Clarke's piece on who stole Bongo's trousers. You know, Max and Stacy had him on. It's fucking brilliant. It's one of the fucking funniest, best things I've ever seen. They simply fucking chose their comfortable lives and their money for any fucking thing that mattered. They all have their chances to make statements. Look, and if you think, oh, these times are not epic, the environmental poison that's going on, how about the social inequality? The social inequality is the biggest in human history. That's right. Bigger than the fucking feudals of the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th century. Waterloo on Balco. Do you see them making statements on any of it? No, they're fucking, but no, we're old. We did our job. I says, you're not too old to fucking tour around and fucking charge $300 a fucking ticket, Springsteen. I'll be protesting at the Spring King concerts in fucking New York City. And the reason I'm going to protest there at Madison Square Garden, and, you know, either the 24th or the 27th, depending on the weather, is because he has a big local following. I want to call attention to that fucking catastrophe called Indian Point. I'm going to talk a little bit now about when you're in an argument as activists with the other side and these idiots that fucking still exist that still spew 1980 rhetoric, because that's all they've been fed. They think they're smart because their mommy told them. Solar only makes 10% solar and alternative. That's one of the biggest fucking lies. You know what fucking solar and alternative are making up? Especially in the western United States. Fucking 4 years ago it was 23%. It's racing forward. You know, go to California. Solar is everywhere and everything, including that San Onofre nuclear generator, the fucking light towers in the fucking parking lot, which I fucking exposed all that. I said, they don't even believe in their own shit. Look up. When I was there at the San Onofre, we're the ones, Johnny Ray and I are the ones that snuck in there. Well, I'm in critical condition. We snuck in there and videotaped the fucking fake union workers, which are the labor union. None of them ever worked on San Onofre. They bust them in by the hundreds, and they're fucking, this is how corrupt these motherfuckers are. I said, look up. The fucking light towers at San Onofre Nuclear Generator are solar. Everything's solar. The solar farm went on in the Mojave on Valentine's Day, 2014. I was at Diablo Canyon. You know, I did my blue hearts on Valentine's Day. It just shows you how strong my intuitive mind has been. I look on my intuitive mind. My intuitive mind's always been strong. My whole life it's been strong. Is that a gift? I mean, to be able to predict so much of the future, it's been a curse in my life. It's been a curse because people pull back. People don't want the truth. They can't handle the truth. They don't fucking, you know. If Fukushima doesn't prove that to you, the Pacific Genocide, who could predict the Pacific Genocide to a T like I did? I mean, that's a curse. That's not a gift. I mean, well, I don't know, Cassandra's son. It's sad. It's so fucking horrible what we are doing is a self-indulged fucking... Look, it's simple. You take ignorance. I named a post ignorance. Oh, did I name it right? You add ignorance, you add arrogance. As I say, America, that's bullshit. United States of America, drunk on ignorance and damn proud of it. Throw in a whole bunch of selfishness. What do you get? You get Glenn Frey. You get all of them. Death. Death. You see him making a fucking statement socially, economically, philosophically? That's called an elder. That's called an elder. Oh, we did our work. Oh, you fucking liars. None of them did their work. They'll say, oh, I wrote this song, I did it. And most of them didn't write those songs. The only reason they came out socially, anti-war, fucking pro-environment, EPA, fucking all of it, fucking Environmental Act in the late 60s and the 70s. Warhol called it out to a fucking T, these Freudian fucking dogs. They were all frauds. Every last single one of them. Frauds. Including Imagine Dragons here. Those fucking kids, I know those kids. They look radioactive. They're from here. I'm like, make a statement. Oh, publicist says we can't. That's directly out of their own mouths. Chose their money over life. Dalai Lama even says that. Everybody that has anybody says, I can't believe what a culture in the United States. They're willing to choose money. But it's even their money. Somebody else's money. Corporal whore's money. They're trading that life for that. I mean, it's beyond grotesque. It's beyond sickening. Price to pay? Oh, fuck, is there a price to pay? There's an agenda here in Utah to kill every living thing. Every fucking living thing. You know, these fuckers, I've been out at Farmington Bay, there's these guys with their airboat, and they've got these fucking banners they've had made up on. This is a guy my age and his son. And other ones. There are tons of them out there, and they got banners on their boats with a skeleton, a dude like a skeleton, with skull and crossbones holding up dead ducks. Like, because hunting was hunting for food, or hunter-gatherers, whatever. By the way, it's against the law to kill something and not eat it. Just kill it. That's what they do. They kill them by they don't eat them. It's a kill mentality. It is a sick, disturbing mentality. Now, I'm not against hunting. I grew up with hunting, but in this day and age, with the environment, 350 million people living in the United States, are you kidding me? With the fuck technology, it's all about fucking money. Any fucking business has been exploited to the end. Buy your fucking camo gear, get your gun. It's fucking cartoon characters. It's a fucking grandstand fucking image. I was watching TV. I'm watching I think the Weather Channel, trying to get the weather. You know, I don't have a TV. At the university it was on, and I'm like, fat guys in the woods they have on there. They got these big fat pig slobs, and this guy's teaching them how to fucking build fucking fish line snares to hang little fucking furry animals, which used to be against the law. Those type of snares were against the law for years and years and years. They're cool as fuck. I'm like, really, you fucking fat pigs? You slob motherfuckers? What a sick, ignorant, fucking selfish bunch of pigs this fucking country's turned into be. It's disturbing. They're fucking so ignorant and proud of their fucking ignorance. And then you got on the other side, the fucking left, the self-bravado fucking arrogance. Look at me, mommy told me I was fucking smart. They'll have an argument with you about fucking nuclear's replacing this fucking little fucking weasel asshole at the University of Utah. I'd like to drop him like a bag of dirt. He's grandstanding, he still says, fucking, clean coal's an oxymoron, nuclear, and I'm like, whoa, that's comparing arsenic to fucking cyanide. That's just a fucking talking point the nuclear cartel has put out. It's called false equivalency. Here, Robert, go get the shiny stick. They throw out these fucking issues to to feed you. Y'all, and they go with it. I'm at Diablo Canyon, Blue Hearts on Valentine's Day, and that's before I knew that Diablo, that area was called the Mama's Heart, because the Chumash went away. The Chumash gave up. You know, the natives. And can you blame them? What did California do to them besides kill them all? Well, finally somebody from the Chumash came forward and told me, hey, you know, the original, before it was the Spaniards' name at Diablo, we called it the Mother's Heart. You know, here I am, Blue Valentine's on Mother's. I mean, wow. So, on Valentine's Day was the fucking public fucking hearing. You know, Diablo and San Luis Obispo. So I go over with Mothers for Peace, or just happened there, you know, Jane's there. I mean, she's incredible. It's her and I, we're the only ones there. The only ones there. There's no media. And they're televised. You know, and it's amazing. No one gives a fuck. It's such a fucking arrogance. So that day, the major, biggest solar farm in the United States goes online. Now, it is important when you have these arguments. One, nuclear energy takes more electricity to produce than it produces. That's right. That's a fact. And you can really dive it. That's a fact. Nuclear energy is the most expensive energy in the history of mankind by fucking dozens of times. Nuclear energy is the dirtiest energy in the history of mankind. It exists for one reason. It's a cash cow. The biggest cash cow in human history. All the powers there be, you get into your secret societies, your fucking power structures, your fucking political theater, your fucking dynamic, they all know it. They all know it's free money, and not just a little bit of money. Gigantic sums of money, and it's about control. Total control. Fucking ask the fucking people of Japan. Total control. They place the media, the corporate board members, the British invasion, and I don't mean the Beatles. Totally taking over media sources. Now, CNN will come out and admit it. CNN changed their dynamic. They got their new president, whatever, because they're losing ratings. They're falling off the fucking cliff. So they went to the Fox, and I can prove Fox News in the United States was actually a program fucking placed by the CIA. I could prove it. The CIA and the NSA, working in symphony with the Pentagon, invented Fox News United States. They are Fox News United States, and it's ran right out of fucking Buckingham Palace. The fucking old royals, think about this. In Parliament today and yesterday, they're debating whether Donald Trump should be able to allow in their on their continent. You remember? I mean, Donald Trump should play this to the 10th power. They did the exact identical thing in the 1770s. Exact identical thing to George Washington, to fucking Alexander Hamilton, to Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Paine, every fucking one of them. They were fucking, not only they debated fucking treason, they had warrants for their death. Trump should run with this. Why? Why are they going off on Trump? Not because of his political theater or anything. Trump has an economics background. The one thing the dude does get, and no, I'm no fan of him, because he's a fraud in a lot of ways, but there's one thing that fucking scares the fuck out of them. Their fucking knees knock, and they're fucking globalists. They know it all comes apart. Tariffs. That's what the fucking revolution was all about. Fuck, you had a craftsman named fucking Paul Revere and a craftsman named Samuel Adams. They were tired of cheap Chinese goods, the East India Company dumping on their markets. These were craftsmen. First, they come for the craftsmen. Look what they've done here to I was a craftsman. I'm a fucking, me with plaster, fucking blow your fucking mind what I can do. I'm the only laughing plaster fucking guy left in the whole fucking state. I mean, the only one. But, I'm done. Why? Leukemia. They got me. They fucking find a way to force you out. We never had a fucking fence. We never had a fucking fence. Why all of a sudden, in the 90s, the mentality shifts. The psychological through the fucking box, through the Operation Foxconn, through the whole fucking dynamic. No community left anymore. Go ahead and exploit a hungry brown person from the South. There was never that fucking fence, and there was never that major problem. Because if you were an employer, and you employed illegal labor, and did not pay your share of taxes, did not participate in your community, did anything fair, the community turned on you. They put you in jail. We don't need new laws. We need enforcement of the laws that exist. It's not their fault. They're being fucking taken advantage, brown like me. I mean, the exploitation to that fucking community is disgusting. It is disturbing. It is immoral. It's economic collapse. It is a fucking neo-feudalism fucking system. Old as Babylon and evil as hell. And then they pay fuckheads like Savage and the rest of these fucking ignorant fucking morons because they know no history. They know nothing. They build YouTube fucking channels all over. They're going into the Constitution. We're going, the United States is a corporation. They just find this out. Well, that's taught in 5th grade. They fucking all skip the 5th grade. So they have huge followings. Fucking learning basic 5th because they wake up in the 30s or 40s or where the fuck were they in the 5th grade? They're so poorly educated. They're so unread. They're so arrogant. They're so egotistical. They know nothing. So they fucking go in there and fucking regurgitate fucking 5th grade knowledge. It takes them 10, 15 years to wake up to learn what they should have learned in fucking elementary and junior high school. They've got us because of ignorance. So they just play it. They play on fucking, who would believe fear work like this? Who would believe it? Fucking, think about 9/11. Think about the military coup of 2000. Remember in the 90s, the smaller, leaner fucking military? Then they fucking play the ignorant card on fucking energy. Somehow you got in your head that nuclear's replacement for coal. What? We don't fucking need either one of them, not one fucking drop. All the coal comes out of fucking Wyoming and Utah and train cars. This is all about political theater. They're producing so much solar in the Mojave. A guy told me, well, they have to have gas to fucking heat those solar farms because they get ice on them. In the Mojave? I says, are you fucking insane? This hair sprayed up. He's got his children with him up in snout and that. This is the shit. Repeat after me because they fucking got their fingers in it. Money. I'm like, yeah, it freezes all the time in the Mojave. I grew up here in the Western United States. I've lived here my whole life. The sun, even here in Utah, the sun shines all day, every day across the fucking whole Western United States. Solar panels, go to fucking California. Fuck, you know how many solar companies are down there? That's all you see. That's the entire construction industry. Everything's solar. The fucking consumption all across the fucking United States has dropped so dramatically because people have switched their light bulbs. Not because they're environmentalists. For money! For money! Look, here comes Solar City, comes up to your door, their salesman, in California, anywhere, knocks on your door. You're a business owner. Say you own a fucking 6-story fucking building in La Jolla. Comes up and says, what's your energy cost? Well, you know, we're paying about $400,000 a year. How would you like to drop that to less than $40,000 a year? And it won't cost you anything. What? Yeah. Through the California Initiative, which they got it right down there. Through the federal fucking program, they got it right, which is it just expired in Utah, I'll get into that in this show, these rat motherfuckers here. So they come to your fucking door, say, the state of California will subsidize it, the federal government will subsidize it, and you'll be able to fucking extend the payback period through your fucking bill. You can amortize it for fucking years and decades. Which is a beautiful a few fucking rights they do it, and have done it. It's been going on for fucking 20 years, 15 years now. Not going to happen, they did it. San Onofre, I've been fighting with San Onofre and Diablo. Oh, we cannot shut down San Onofre. It makes up 12% of the grid. You remember when we had the rolling blackouts, which we know fucking well, those were all manufactured by Ken Lay and Enron and Bush's fucking buddies. You think it's irony. Is he really dead? I highly doubt fucking Kenneth Lay is dead. I mean, do you love a fucking Heinz body, blah, blah, blah? Maybe he's fucking living in fucking Hitler's house in Argentina. Oh, you conspiracy fuckers are all crazy. This is no conspiracy. Look up fucking no funeral, fucking boom, boom, bang. I mean, it's amazing. Enron fucking orchestrates the rolling blackouts. Why? Because they fucking dereg public utilities. They're no longer public. The blue hairs, I was a financial analyst. That's what I did for a fucking living. I'm a classroom business, and I was a finance guy for years. My whole life. You know, for years and years as a financial analyst, we called them the fucking blue hairs, which all of you are now, the baby boomers. But there's no sense saving for the future now because you're all fucking dying in your 50s and 60s. Because we poisoned the environment. We poisoned the food chain. We poisoned everything for our own selfish fucking greed. We allow these monsters to go amok. Free market fairy tales, they'll clean it up. And Rand said so. Oh, that science fiction writer from Stalingrad? Fucking, who was on public assistance her whole fucking life? Yeah, I would defer to the Ryan Plan, Munster Boy. These people are fucking beyond ignorant and insane as Trump's flipping the entire Republican thesis. Think about their thesis. It's all about fucking God's will, God's good. Then why did God put you on the fucking earth? To suck air and earth crawl? Such bullshit. Kim Valdez. No doctrine says that. Oh, fuck, San Onofre and Diablo make up 12% of the fucking Western grid. You fucking liars. Doesn't make up any. Goes off. No fucking Roy Black. California has made statement after statement after statement. Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, they all make statement after statement after statement. There's so much fucking solar and alternative energy being produced today, right now, today. We have nowhere to put it. Got to build a new grid? No, we have a grid. All you got to do is hook into the grid. The electrical grid runs across this entire country. The infrastructure exists. Oh, natural gas, we hate natural gas. Why? Then they'll spit again. Why do you hate natural gas? Oh, we hate frackers. Don't need to frack. One field, the Tona Field. Lots of my friends work there. It's already been tapped. The Tona Field in fucking Wyoming, the biggest natural gas find in the history of fucking mankind, was found not very long ago. They've been drilling the fuck out of it in fucking Wyoming. They've been drilling the fuck out of it for fucking 15 years now. It's tapped. You know how many pipelines they've built? You ought to see the pipelines that have gone across here, Utah. They built so many pipelines to fucking California, to the east, that fucking built. They don't need to frack. They don't need to drill one more fucking well. They say, you know, my friend's a fucking chemical fucking engineer up there, geologist. He says that field has enough fucking natural gas to heat and light the entire United States today for 2,000 years. Natural gas is clean. What about solar? We ain't got the technology to store it. Bull fucking shit. Why do you got to store it? Tell me this. Why do you have to store it? Have you ever been in the fucking Mojave? You ever been in the fucking desert? The whole western United States is a fucking desert. The whole thing. The Sonora meets the Mojave. You get inland off the coast of California, fucking 10 fucking miles. It's all desert. Nevada's all desert. The whole fucking thing. Utah's all fucking desert. The whole fucking thing. High Plateau Desert in Wyoming. Fucking the entire western United States. Arizona, New Mexico. It's all desert. The sun shines all day, every day. The fucking solar farms are already there. Store it? Why? And they do have the ability to store it. Why would they need to store it? We don't get cloudy days in the fucking desert. 300 sunlight days a year in northern Utah. And we're not the sunniest. Nevada is. I mean, the whole fucking thing. We already did it. Technology raced fucking past this shit. We don't need one fucking piece of coal to be mined. Not one. We don't need one coal fucking fire plant. We don't need one. We don't need one nuclear reactor. Not one. Uranium mines. So why do they still exist? Corrupt politicians. Fucking coal lobby. Fucking the nuclear lobby. Because nuclear got a fucking little niche called a nuclear bomb. Folded into the fucking Patriot Act. Folded into the fucking fear economy. Folded in. They're there to make bombs. They're there to colonialize the world. Japan. Fukushima, Japan. Live cam on the fucking thing over there. Activists got that live cam. What about the reactor right up the fucking road? Which I've reported many times. I know because I reported in the early days that a mudslide went right through the center of the fucker that day. It went into meltdown too. There's no doubt in my mind. But just like when I reported the fucking meltdown of Sendai on the restart, and everybody goes crazy on me. We're fucking relying on fucking their own words. As the restart up happened in Sendai last year, one of the biggest typhoons in the history of the country hit. Swapped it out, their own words. While it's in restart up, think about these idiots that are running the show. Why would they be restart up? They can read weather mapping. And think about they do it on the 70th. They restarted it on the 70th anniversary of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Fat man. These are fucking sociopaths, sick monster fuckers at Livermore. Sickest of the sick. Ask Miko Kako. He says the same thing I say. He went there. Fellowship there. He'll tell you straight up. I talked to Miko. He'll tell you straight up. They don't ask you where you're going to work when you get done at Berkeley. They tell you. They threaten him with his fucking life. You're going to work at Livermore. No, I'm not. You're going to work for the Department of Energy. No, I'm not. He says they threatened him with death. Ask him. That's how they play. These are sociopaths. It's the biggest. They turned on the fucking Manhattan Project faucet, and they never turned it off. 48 fucking blackouts. 48 nuclear reactors. They told us they made up upwards of 70% of the fucking grid. On fucking the 10th of March, 2011, they're still saying that nuclear power made upwards of 70% of the fucking power source of Japan. That's impossible, right? That's impossible that all of them go off. They're all off for 4 years, not one bull in blackout. 70%, that's impossible. There's no way any infrastructure could fucking replenish that. It's impossible. Because they're fucking liars. They lie. It's a lie, and then you regurgitate the lie. The fucking chills, the rats, the ignorance. Mommy told me I'm smart. I'm on the left. Fucking nuclear's good. I'm a fucking college professor. I had a talk with one of our history professors the other day up there. She's working on another PhD. I says, So, got a hell of a stack of books there. Those books are 40 years old you're reading. I says, so I thought PhDs, so you're just regurgitating other people's. I let her have it. And believe it or not, the dean, the head of the history department up there is an IS&T guy that came out of my classes. Fucking moron. He'll admit to you, I know nothing about history. Just fucking went through the fucking, jumped through all the fucking hoops, the peer review hoops. It's not fucking, they're not PhDs. PhD, you have to do at least 3 fucking years of work in the field, traditionally. 3 years, and you have to fucking prove a new knowledge. It has to be something that has never... Look at how many PhDs reverse. None of them are new knowledge. They regurgitate old, tired talking points. Dirty coal is... That's an oxymoron. Hey, dirty coal. Hey, yeah. Fuck, repeat after me, you feigning fucking regurgitating fucking goats. So scientists are baffled, scientists are stumped, scientists are puzzled, scientists are fucking mystified because they're not scientists. They don't understand new knowledge. It's impossible. It's all been done. Huh. Well, then why are they fucking talking gamma rays in the Pacific Ocean now? World Nuclear News, who denied fucking gamma rays in the Pacific Ocean no time. What is this? Fucking Fukushima's fixed, right? Fukushima, now Toy Story's going to fix it. Look it up. The BBC reporters report yesterday that this new robot, it's all over Gizmo, gadgets, popular mechanics, science. Oh, this cool little robot guy, inspired by Toy Story. It's going to save us. Yay! Fuck, it's a cartoon, right? Fuck, it's Hulk. Wasn't fucking Hulk created through plutonium? Lou Ferrigno lives next to Diablo Canyon. That's a fact. You can't make this shit up. It's just a cartoon. Toy Story. Huh. Pixar gone bankrupt. They're done. Ruined. What saved Apple? Remember Steve Jobs went all in? Steve Jobs gets fired from his own company. The sugar water fucking guy. The sugar water fucking guy fucking takes the company to fucking zero. By the way, I remember my dad, before he passed away, had fucking thousands of shares of Apple stock. That's something. Fuck. Can you imagine? Oh, yeah, the nuclear cartel took him out, died of fucking leukemia. This multi-million-dollar fucking medical bill had to be paid. He died. It's the fucking, let's see, Semper Fi Marine, drafted Marine, 2nd Division guy, Pendleton, one of the most honorable fucking men in the fucking country. Not only they murder him, they deny that he ever existed. This is the military. This is your military. Your military. They murder him. Not a medal, not a fucking death benefit, not a penny. Erase all 40,000 of them. That's the, so Pixar, Toy Story, saved Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was done. He gets fired, so what does he do? He buys Pixar. It's a disaster. It's collapsing, he's losing. He gets saved by Toy Story. Just like at Fukushima, Toy Story is going to save us. How did Steve Jobs die? How did he die? At what age? Fucking arrogance. This Gizmo is going to go into Unit 3 and get the rest of the SMEP school when it all blew up. You go along with this dog and pony show, this PR fucking machine. They have fucking at least 230 PR machines in the United States alone. At least. Who's the biggest PR machine for the nuclear thing? NBC. Fox News. They all fucking are the nuclear industry. Look up their board of directors. Just Google their board of directors. The British invasion, and I don't mean the Beatles. They're back! Hamilton, fucking it's the exact same dynamic as it was in the rest. Let's block the East India Company. Walmart, let's have Fox News use flags. Look, this country didn't even have a national anthem. This country never played fucking national anthems in front of ball games. That's all invented new shit the last 100 years. It's nation-building flag building. I mean, when I was a kid, you tried this flag-waving, nation-building stand, pledge allegiance, put your fucking hands over your fuck, people would fucking slug you. Like, fuck this. We don't fucking pledge allegiance to no one, you English fucks. We don't wave flags. We're not nation-builders. We don't believe in borders. We believe in our sovereignty. Ha! You are a legal person. Fuck you. I'm no legal person. I'm not a legal person. Oh, that's new knowledge. Who did you know that you have to pledge allegiance to be a legal person into the fucking, and they use all Latin in the fucking judicial law versus college? Did you skip the 5th fucking grade? That's good. Ignorance is so fucking grotesque in this country. What happened to everybody? Where did everybody go? Where's their education? Where's the intelligent? Where's the dynamic? Where's the well-read? Where's the fucking popularly educated? What happened? Lazy fuckers. I'm Jesse Ventura. I'm going on Larry King. Larry, you know, Larry. And don't get me wrong, I love Jesse in a lot of ways. But let's get real. You know, Larry, I just found this out the other day. You know, when they tried to kill Abraham Lincoln, you know, that was a conspiracy. They tried to kill the vice president, secretary of state, the whole works of. Yeah, they put a sword across his face. I'm like, really? Really? How old are you, Jesse? You're a political figure, ex-governor? You're fucking, I mean, you're supposedly one of these dynamic people? You skipped the 5th grade? Who the fuck doesn't know that? How can you possibly grow up in the United States and not know that story? That's why we were pounded that story our whole fucking life. The fucking actor? The most famous actor? Booth? Wow. I mean, it's amazing how fucking we forget fucking such. It's like the revolution. We were pounded with revolutionary history when we were kids. It's rightfully so. We fought against the king. We fought against the monarchy. We fought against the queen, remember? Remember the Atlantic Conference? No more royals. Remember 1914, leader from fucking World War I, the fucking Austrian fucking Hungarian Empire? Boom, over. We don't believe in royals. Fuck royals. That's what this country was all about. The entire thing. Shadow government, fuck, it's always existed, but we always fought back. Class, this is my fucking, from my MBA program before I got blackballed off the university. Blackballed from the state. Blackballed from the media. Why? Because I stand up to the fucking nuclear cartel, which owns the university, which is the university, which is the media. Stand up and will fucking fuck you. I don't care about your fucking money. Don't you see, you academia rats, you fucking propagandists, you fucking fake scientists, you fucking media writers that are going along with this, you think you're on the winning team? You conformist fucks. Conformity right now, you are fucked to be a conformist right now. Ignorance is conformity. It is all the rage to be a dumb motherfucker. To fucking spew your ignorance like a fucking spewing fucking diarrhea of the mouth fucking nuclear reactor into the Pacific Ocean. All the fucking rage. Fuck the conformity. It's disgusting. The greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. Fukushima. How did this country fucking get founded? Why then? Why Anglo-Saxons living here for how long? The last of the Mohicans. You got the natives battling with the French, battling with the English, battling with the Spaniards for how long? For how long? How long the colonials lived there? Then why then? Why then? Why then dress up like natives and throw the fucking tea overboard? Why then? Because the East India Company. Fucking dumping their cheap goods. People say, oh, they flattened out the earth. We can get stuff from China fucking quicker. Did you know? Factual. 1776, 1774. Did you know a ship could make it from China faster than it makes it today? Do you know think about the best craftsmen in the history of the world. It's unarguable. Shipbuilders. Think about the greatest skill and craftsmen. Why was it so romanticized, Moby Dick? Sailors. They knew how to fucking play the fucking trade winds. They knew how to sell it. They were fucking masters. Salt of the earth. Those skills are all lost. They're all gone. You know, when I'm in Europe, I look and see all the plasterwork, what I did. I never switched to the fixed shit. I refused. They blackballed me because I look and there's some fucking jobs in northern fucking Denmark. 2,000 years old. Look exactly like I fucking did them. You know, but no, styrofoam's better, plastic's better, fucking nuclear's better. Fucking, I like how they call it synthetic when it's man-made. Take it easy. Yeah, take it easy. Fucking eagles all dead. I've been out of Farmington Bay documenting grand total of 2 right now. There should be between 300 and 800. Should be in the 500 to 600 neighborhood. Oh, the lake's loaded. You know, one of the guys is one of hunters. Kevin, there's no food. Yeah, I know. Don't you understand that? It's called the food chain. It's called the ecosystem. It's called the biology, the ecology. Hello. We've all forget fundamental basic fucking knowledge. You know, the new East India Company was born. The first 8 employees of the United States of America were the Coast Guard, was the Marines. The Marines existed here before we even fucking signed the Declaration of Independence. Why? How about a guy named Hamilton? They were fucking put in place for one reason: to block the East India Company. They were craftsmen. Read the Tariff Act of 1791. Came before the Bill of Rights. That's right, read it. To incentivize buying homemade goods, to pay off the debt. They said it over and over and over and over. Just think about the military grave. Everybody wants to go off on Hamilton, Hamiltonville. That's what New York was called. I'm at his grave all the time. Let's think about that. He said, Jefferson, who said we'll have no public militia, we'll have no tax structure, everybody's going to live free, a sovereign people, which was fucking beautiful. We had 350 million people. Hamilton to Jefferson. It's naive. Your philosophy is great, but it's naive. To think that our shores will not be attacked by our vast natural resources is pure naive ignorance. Jefferson agreed. You're right. This is before they knew the vast. This is the hypothesis of the intuitive mind. They didn't understand the greatest natural resources in the history on the earth, bar none, are here in the Western United States. Timber, gold, silver, oil, uranium, sunshine. They knew. We must have a public militia. You think he intended this public militia to be this? George Washington. We must stay out of foreign affairs. Even Hamilton, we will never invade another country. Our public militia, our military, was simply to defend our freaking country from invaders, to steal our natural, to defend them off the English, the royals, the neo-feudals. Who floated up the Potomac in 1812 and burned down the White House? Who funded the fucking 9/11 terrorists? Too big to jail. George Walker Bush. Let's take Hamilton off the fucking tan. Jeb, let's put Margaret Thatcher. You think that's a Freudian slip? Fucking these neo-liberals, this special relationship. Tony Blair's gold digging whore fucking girlfriend. Yeah, look her up. Rupert Murdoch's Chinese wife. She knew the older boys. They had fucking Anna Nicole clauses in there. They couldn't get the money. You know, some young girl. Who'd she just marry? What's her name? Jagger's fucking ex-girl. Well, she's been everybody's ex-girlfriend. Gold digger. She just married Rupert. They put in the clause. Well, this girl was no dummy. Let's get a couple babies out of me. Then that clause is gone. She has 2 children from Rupert. Talk about the anti-porn. How much my Viagra she had to get on that dude that day. I mean, unbelievable. She was having an affair with Tony Blair? What? Yep. Look it up. The fucking royals, the inbred family exists. 1914 in your head. It's old as Babylon and evil as hell. Who is the great fucking deacon light? Give us our tired, give us your weak, give us your fucking weary. The abolition to all this, the United States of America. Yeah, granted, got hijacked through things, but we always fought back. Class, this is my class. First day MBA program. When I taught at the #1 MBA program in the United States, which is a fucking disaster. It's a fucking joke. They're a fucking joke. We scored #1 every year for 9 years. Railroad, Kevin. Railroad is MBA. Railroad is PhD. Fuck you. I fucking awarded myself my PhD. What do you think I've done the last 4 years? Fuck, one of the greatest PhDs in human history. While full of fucking hypothesize, do the work, conclusion. In the theater, in the field, walking the fucking one, at the Megan Rice fucking trial, hypothesizing, doing the field work on the dead animals, down to my own cancer in a bone marrow transplant fucking unit. Mission accomplished. The fucking cover-up of Fukushima, Japan, is the greatest crime in human history. The crime? Building nuclear reactors on fault lines all over Japan, Nuclear Island, Shea Village, the experiment post-war, post-Little Boy, post-Hiroshima. Delta by the Sea. Stalin, you take Eastern Europe. Franklin, you take Japan. We'll divide Germany. Winston, you're out. We're sick of royals. You're done. Franklin Roosevelt to Winston Churchill at the White House. That's Franklin Delano. They arranged Masonic marriage between his father and the young, beautiful Delano fucking girl. Those fucking French colonials have been living on fucking North American continent for 300 years. Oh, they knew how the royals played. They knew how the English, at last to the Mohicans. I gotta tell you, Winston, I went to London when I was a boy. I saw the Queen. I gotta tell you, I hated the old witch. There's nothing more quintessentially American, United States of America, America Vespucci, to fucking hate royals. We worship them now. Oh, look, hey, the wind blew up her ass. Fuck. Yo, but look, yay, they killed Prince Diana. Oh, did she stick it to them? You see how they play? They killed Prince Diana. Where's the fucking money for 9/11? Bush, we're going to trace it. We're going to trace the money. We're going to trace the money. I was a derivative trader. The CIA actually came to me and actually fucking, they were going to put a program together and set up a fucking program because they bought puts on the airline stocks. I was a derivative arbitrage specialist there. I was recommended by the university, the greatest fucking finance professor in the country. Clyde Cooley recommended me to them. They wanted to build a fucking program. He says Kevin Blanch is the most sophisticated their guy is on. He can do the Delta formula in his fucking head. I started trading cattle futures in the pits in fucking Oregon at fucking 14. He says he's the guy. They interviewed me twice. Remember they put delays on any fucking buying puts or calls on fucking equities in the derivative market? So they come, they says, we're tracing the money. They pop puts on American Airlines stock. They knew. So I'm like, they got him. Bush, we're tracing them. They got him. I said, it's a fucking easy. It's T+1. You know, we used to call it T+3. That means when you make the trade, you have 3 days to fucking pay on stocks, but not on derivatives, not on options. It's T+1. It's an electronic trade. It's against, even then it was against a lot of trading in cash. There had to be a fucking paper trade. There was a paper trade. I'm like, they got him. They got him. I said, fuck, we know we're going to know immediately. Then all of a sudden everything goes quiet. That's when I knew we'd been had. That's when I knew where the money traced. I fucking started ranting and raving and fucking going crazy. So, you know, my colleagues at the fucking time, had come home to teach. We had 14 students in the fucking towers. Brady Howe was at the fucking Pentagon. A student of mine who was killed. Brilliant fucking young guy. I knew right then, we've been fucked. I'm like, look, where's the paper trade? Where's it going? So they interviewed me fucking twice. I'm like, yeah, you know, I can help run this program. I'll go to work. I'd be more than happy to do this. I'd fucking love to do it. If we can, you know, we can watch and see where we get aberrations. We can build a program. We can build it to watch for, you know, outliners. You know, they bought tight to the money, really close, you know, to the expiration, way out of the money. Fuck, you know how much money they made on those fuckers. And here's the sick thing. Here's the sick thing about the Bush cartel. This is when I knew it was an inside job, and I'm like, we're fucked. They could have blocked the trade. T+1. Now, that means the money transfer. I hope we're back. Cut off. What else is new? So, G+1 on the derivative. They made so much fucking money. They had to sell them. So not only did they buy them, they still had to sell them. Now remember, the markets were shut down when it happened. They were shut down for a few days. So this is why they had plenty of time to trace it. They shut all the markets, remember? The markets were shut down and closed for this very said reason. They were closed. They had plenty of time to trace the trade. They had plenty of time to break the trade, which, it's happened to me. They break trades all the fucking time. They have an easy ability to break the trade. And then fucking wait and say, well, we think there might be some improprieties, this, blah, blah, blah. Happens all the time. The SEC, everybody steps in and says, well, we need to make sure everything's on the up and up before this money's sent. Not this time. The money was sent. Gargantuous fucking, we're talking, the derivative fucking, they increased by 10,000 times. They were paying fucking $20 and $30 a piece. They were going for fucking many, many thousands of dollars a piece. When you fucking have a fucking equity that loses 90% in one day. So 10 years later, it comes back. The Young Turks reported it, and I'm not a fan of theirs because they're ignorant. When they report the USS Reagan's shitting themselves and they're pushing snow off it, when that photograph's fucking foam, hyperbole, just regurgitating other people's work. They don't do any investigating or any work. It's just all, my mommy said I'm smart. So, I'm like, they got him. So, they wait for 10 years to report. Where to go? HSBC? Right to the fucking Bank of London? Right to London? All the fucking money was traced right through London. The Saudi royal family had their fingers in it. The fucking British fucking elites had their fingers in it, just like 1812. You think in 1812, if they would have been able to buy fucking puts on burning down the White House, they would have done it? You think, you think? Same old royal players. Stalin's words at Yalta by the Sea. They signed the deal, the Atlantic Conference, which is the UN. It was called the Atlantic Conference. Remember the first rule of the Atlantic Conference? No royals. Royal families, no monarchies. That was the rule, no monarchies. You think it's ironic they set it up in Vienna? All roads lead to Vienna? Which, as they're protesting, why Vienna? The old Roman Empire, which people think the fucking old Roman Empire was centrally located in Rome. Oh, no. All roads lead to Vienna. The British Hungarian. Don't you think it's ironic that Tiller, they push out fucking Einstein, they push out Oppenheimer, and they find Tiller. Where was he born? Oh, Budapest, the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. How bad did they hate the Prussians? They've been fighting the Prussians for how long? He said at the end of his life, I don't care how bad I radiated the earth. I don't care how many people I have. I don't care that I killed my own Marines. I don't care. As long as I stop those fucking Prussians. You got to realize that hatred runs. They found this evil, sickening fuck. The evilest man who ever walked the face of the earth, Edward Teller, no doubt. No doubt. Oppenheimer tried to stand up to him. So FDR, they make the deal. April 12th. We're talking within days after making the deal. FDR drops dead. Stalin's words, what did fucking Churchill use to poison him? The English were the fucking odd ones out. Same old. At Waterloo, I was at the UN. I think it's important that I was there on 200 fucking anniversary of Waterloo in Vienna. On the nuclear fucking thing. So Napoleon is what? He's the Masonic, no royals. It was so no royals in France that, they guillotined Marie Antoinette, that little girl from Vienna, who never said let them eat yellow cake. They changed the calendar. You even spoke any Madame Ma, any royal fucking language, they rounded you up, put you in prison, they guillotined you. That's how bad they hated the royals. But how did they defeat fucking Napoleon at Waterloo? Wellington, how did they do that? He had them fucking beat. Oh, they called in their inbred cousins from Russia. Here they come, they join forces, it's over. People don't realize what a major event that was for the Royals to hold power. What a major event was for Franklin Roosevelt to drop dead on April 12, 1945. How fucking historic that was. He doesn't drop dead. Oh, he hated the fucking Royals. So did Teddy. We went from the fucking square deal to the New Deal to the raw fucking deal. My question, class, name the most socialized people in the history of humanity. The strongest middle class, the strongest socialist fucking group of human beings in human history. This is an MBA program with some of the top fucking students in the world. A lot of them Japanese. Once in a while, somebody got it right. 1945 to 1979. The United States of America. Tax rate on the 1%, 94%. Average American making $105,000 in 1975 in today's dollars. No one worked more than 40 hours a week. Full health benefits through your employer because they had all the power. Tariffs at the port. You drove GMs and fucking Chrysler for a reason. You know, nobody else got in. It's the old business model on Mercedes. How did Mercedes become the luxury brand? We knew we had to pay the big tariffs to get in. So the CEO, the famous story goes, we got to brand ourselves as luxury goods. How do we do that? Double the price. That's what they did. What a healthy America. Nominal wages from 1945 to 1979 increased every single year. Middle class was so powerful, so fucking strong. These Royals were done. These corporate elitists were fucking done. The average athlete in the United States in 1975, and do not kid yourself, fucking sports was every bit as big in 1970, maybe bigger. Baseball. Maybe bigger. I'm sure it was bigger. Boxing, baseball. They were at horse racing, but it was baseball. The average Major League Baseball player, which they were more fucking famous and more in vogue than NFL players are today, made less than 3 times the average working class Americans. Because they made fucking so much less. Well, that and Americans made so much more. Healthy last year. Look it up. Look up footage from the 50s and 60s. Look how skinny, healthy. We know all these health problems. We know everything's all man-made. There's stress. You're overworked. What's a tariff? You can't even bring it up. Just like, oh, well, they're still stuck in their diet. Oh, tariffs are fucking bad. We can't export. How are we going to sell our goods to these billions of fucking Indians and these billions of Chinese? The only thing we export are fucking bombs. The only thing we export is cancer. We don't look up the trading balance since fucking NAFTA. Remember him? Look at those 2 twins. Clinton Bush. If you think Bill Clinton runs on the fucking platform, he's the next John Kennedy, he couldn't make a pimple on John Kennedy's fucking ass. What a fraud. He conned us. He flipped the Democratic Party into being neoconservative fucking royals. That's what Clinton did. Clinton was no more a fucking progressive or a working class fucking guy than I'm an astronaut. The 2 greatest neocon, fucking far right, fucking globalists in the history of mankind. The 2 greatest Republicans in the traditional of the Republic. Now the parties are going to flip again, and they're flipping just like they did. Remember, Teddy was a Republican, who was the greatest socialist fucking maybe ever in history. I like it. Bernie's a socialist. Fucking Trump's a capitalist. Trump's no capitalist. Trump, that fucking, his rhetoric's ridiculous and he's over the top. But let's get real. He's a pro-tariff guy. That's a progressive fucking. That flies right in the face of it. Why do you think the RNC hate him and the DNC hate him? The RNC and the DNC are the same Goldman Sachs attorneys. Hillary is a hard, far-right globalist right out of the house of fucking Windsor. Fucking Herm Bush fucking twins. Just like fucking Rossborough said. Look at those twins. Now, which one's working class? You're going to hear whoosh. They made that up. He's just alive, by the way. They made him stand down. You go to 1944 prison, look up the trading balance. Look up the fucking debt. It's about a catastrophe. It's about free market fairy tales. We're going to export our goods. No, you're not. We don't have any goods to export. What, bombs? Fucking, the United States military, the military coup of 2000, they stole the election. The bigger lane, Operation Foxconn, was started by the Pentagon. Right? The Pentagon is run right from Buckingham Palace. The Pentagon runs and answers to Buckingham Palace. Make no mistake about it. It is a mercenary group, fucking the military fucking of the royals, to invade and fucking steal natural resources. They do not support the American public one iota. If BP doesn't prove that to you, had the fucking methane gas fucking leak going in LA does not prove that to you. The military, you've been cowed. Wrap yourself up in a flag waving when this country fucking hated flag waving.
All hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Stonegate,